Welcome to this cozy bedtime yoga flow for deeper sleep. You will need a rolled blanket or a pillow or cushion, some kind of prop, whatever you have around. So grab that now, and then we will begin. Take a child's pose. Bring your forehead to the mat, let your spine round, sink your sitting bones back to your heels. Come into your practice. Come into your breath. To help you release the day, take a deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Sigh it all out. A couple more times. One more. Just take a little bit of movement side to side in your child's pose. Wiggle out any stiffness or tension. You can bring your arms wide, like you're hugging the floor. Feel this grounding energy. Ground your palms into the floor. Feel a bit of a stretch across your chest and your shoulders. And then stretch your arms ahead of you. Look between your hands. Inhale to rise up. And then press into the floor. Just take a cat spine. Tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. Stretch out the upper back. And then from there, tuck your toes. We'll sink back to downward facing dog. I often find that if I stretch out my hamstrings and my lower body before bed, I find it a lot easier to get to sleep. I don't know if this is just me, but we'll be just stretching the hamstrings to release that tension. So pedal out the feet gently here. If you're feeling tight in the backs of the legs, take your feet nice and wide apart. From there, step your right foot forward between your hands. Keep quite a short distance between the feet to find a pyramid pose. Inhale as you find length in the spine, square your hips, and then bow forward over that front leg. If it's feeling too much, you can bend the front knee a little more. Flex the right toes towards you. Keep lengthening your body over your front leg. Find a few deep breaths here. If you can't reach the mat, you could use some books or blocks under your hands, or just hold that front leg. Couple more full breaths. Really staying in these poses to give time for the tension to release out of the body. And then you can plant your hands and step your right foot back into that downward facing dog. Switching sides, left foot steps forward, right heel comes down to an angle. Inhale, find length through your spine, and exhale to fold forward over that front leg. Maybe bend that front knee, try lifting the toes. Just working with any differences you feel on this side to the other. A couple more full breaths, using every exhale to release tension, to release chattering thoughts. From here, you can step your right foot to the outside edge of the mat and the left foot to the outside edge. So your toes are pointing outwards, and then you can sit it down into a little yogi squat. If your heels don't reach the mat, keep your hands down in front of you. If they do, you can sink into the hips and take a little sway from side to side. Stay with that breath. Normally, in yoga, we breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. But today, as much as you want to, you can breathe out through the mouth. Just use that breath to let go. So opening up the hips here, releasing tension in the lower body. And then you can stretch the hands in front of you, interlace the fingers, roll your chest towards the left side, and then over towards the right side. And from there, sit yourself down and bring the soles of your feet together. Hold onto your feet or your ankles. You could sit up on your pillow here if this pose is feeling quite challenging. Inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Open up those hips and the inner thighs. Bow your forehead towards your feet. You might notice we're taking a lot of forward folds in this class. Forward folds are so grounding, they're so calming. We would do more back bends in the morning, but in the evening I like to keep everything closed down to tell my body it's time to relax, time to turn inward. And from here, come back up to a tall spine. Keep your butterfly shape with the legs, but just make sure you've got your pillow or your blanket nearby. And then from there, roll down to lying on your back with the legs in that Baddha Konasana butterfly shape. And maybe open your arms out to a T or cactus, whichever feels good. Take some nice deep breaths here in this position. You can close the eyes if that feels good. Feel all that tension releasing from your body. And then from there, you can take your right leg across you and come into a supine twist. Right leg stacks on top of the left, or maybe even crosses over. And then just breathe down into that space where you feel the twist. And slowly from there, transition to the other side. Left leg comes on top of the right or crosses over. Feeling this nice twist through the spine and the lower body. And then slowly come out. Now grab your pillow or your rolled blanket, place it underneath where your upper back will go, and then lie back down over your prop, coming to a supported fish pose. So opening up the chest and the front of the body. This is really gonna help you to release tension from the upper back, from the neck and the shoulders, especially if you've been sitting at a desk. If it felt really good, you could even bring the legs into that butterfly shape again. Really settling into that breath, settling into stillness. Whenever it feels like the stretch is enough, you can remove the bolster, extend the legs, and find yourself in Shavasana. You could even now just head straight into your bed, or maybe spend a few minutes here if you're not quite ready for sleep yet. In this Shavasana, just let everything go. Relax your feet, relax your lower legs, relax your thighs, relax your hips and your pelvis, relax your belly and lower back, relax the rib cage, the abdomen, relax your shoulders and your upper back, relax your arms and your hands and your fingers, relax your neck, let go of any tension, relax your face, the space between the eyebrows, the scalp. Sink into the stillness. You can either pause the video and just stay here as long as you want to, or if it's time to come out, you can roll to one side and press yourself up to a seated position. I invite you to bring your hands to heart center, bow your head. Thank yourself for practicing yoga this evening. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And I hope you have the most beautiful night's sleep. I will see you very soon.